You had a long day at work. It's time to unwind. Time to sit on the couch, relax a bit, maybe have dinner, watch a little TV, and get ready for bed. Sleep. Sleeping, they say, is a beautiful thing. Yeah, I agree. But I also say sleep is a tease because you're only temporarily escaping your problems, whatever your problems might be. When you're asleep, you're not aware of anything. Unless you're having a dream, maybe. There's times people have bad dreams, which is called a nightmare. And then there's times people have a good dream that when they wake up, they're pissed off because they actually woke back up to the nightmare of reality of life. But yeah, we all have to sleep. Sleeping is very, very important. But the problem is it's only a tease because whatever thing you're suffering from, whether it's mental illness, terminal illness, financial, just whatever it might be, if you get that chance to go to sleep, you escape, but then you wake right back into the same horrific setting once again the next day you wake up. There's a lot of people that are so depressed that they look forward to sleeping because it's like the only way to escape. But it's a tease because you wake back up to it. It's like drinking too. It's like drinking, doing drugs. You're trying to numb whatever pain you might be in. And once it wears off, it's a tease again because reality hit you right back in the face. So that's where you try to medicate, I guess you could say, again. And that's how we become addicted and shit. So it's like basically the same thing with sleep. Now, we all obviously need sleep. But what sucks about sleep is it doesn't last long, it feels. You could be asleep, let's just say, for 8 hours, but it may only feel like maybe an hour, 2 hours max. And what sucks is you just wake right back up into the same misery again. That's why a lot of people say, I wish I can go to sleep and never wake up. Because waking up is the tease. People wake back up, and whatever problems they have, it all hits them right back like a brick. Like a brick, So that's the unfortunates of sleep. Once you wake up, you're back in this hellhole. And then there's times people have good dreams about something, like, for example, winning the lottery or just who knows, whatever. And then you wake up and you're like, man, this shit wasn't real. Still trapped in this setting or whatever. I was free here. Something a miracle happened or something in my dream to the point where I hope it was real, but nope, just a tease. It's not true at all. This is where you still are, my friend, when you wake back up, like that type of thing. So that's just to show you how many ways sleeping could be a tease. Dreams itself can cause a tease. And of course, eventually having to wake back up from the sleep is what the tease is mainly about. So there's a few teases in between that. I had a dream not that long ago that I had superpowers. That, I had like telekinesis and stuff. I was able to fly. Awakened, and I was like, darn. Still just this boring, no power life. I have no superpowers or anything. I can't move things with my mind like I thought I was able to. It was just a tease. It was all just a fantasy. But this is the thing, like, these are things people would have a dream about, like, and not just saying that. I mean, there could be people that got something that they really want that they can't really get in life because it's so damn hard and expensive that when you go to sleep, you might just have it because you dream of it so much that you actually literally dream of it. And sometimes the dream feels so real that when you wake up, you're like, mother effer. Because it's all just a tease. Waking up into this world is the most horror. I mean, I'm not trying to sound dark with this, but it's the most horrific thing a human soul can deal with, like a human soul can tolerate, if that makes any sense. You literally just wake up every day to bullshit. You wake up every day to get stuck in traffic, trying to make it to some kind of office, and then same thing towards the evening. You leave, you're rushing to come back home, stuck in traffic. This is what we do when we first wake up out of bed. It's like we already got to get into ship shape. We already got to get with the program. We're all groggy and like half out of it, and we already got to try to snap ourselves out of it and try to wake up, put some cold water on my face, man. I got to get ready. I'm going to be late if I don't hurry up. Holy shit. It's a ride, and plus traffic and all the other sheep's congestion, everything. It's just a horrible tease. It's a I would say it's more of just a nightmare of a curse that you didn't ask for, but now we're all dragged here. Now we got to participate. We have no choice but to participate. Because if we don't participate into the game, then we'll be in the streets, homeless. And this is what's on our conscience every day of our life, worrying about like how we got to keep up with the system. We got to make sure the boss likes us. The boss, you got to try to respect the boss or whatever. Because if not, you're not going to be able to make money to pay the bills and all that crap. And then you're going to possibly live in the streets homeless. This is what's got to go on our conscience every single day we wake up out of bed. How are we going to do it? How are we going to do it? We got to keep up with the flow. You're doing something you truly don't want to do, but you have no choice. You're literally tied into it, regardless whether you want to be or don't want to be, which I don't know how the hell you want to be, but, and there you go. And then this is the bullshit we deal with our whole life. And I would say that's when we're in our golden age, not when you actually get old. Our golden age should be now, but instead, in our real golden age, we're being enslaved on the wheel, on the hamster wheel. I love saying that. Working all day long, 9 to 5, or God knows how much long overtime, whatever. Wasting our energy on things we don't even want to do, or places we don't even want to be at, but we have no choice, when we could put that energy to good use, whatever it might be. If you have a hobby or if you have some kind of whatever. But instead, we're just putting it all for that. Then when you get old and die, well, not die yet, but like when you get old, you possibly get the chance to retire. Some don't even get that chance, but let's say you do get that chance, and that's when you have all problems. Now you got to go to doctors and all that. So it's like, it's crazy. It's just, it's a complete fucking shit show. You're all being lied to, I guess you could say. And the thing is, we just keep accepting the way it is. We don't try to do anything about it. We're cool with it. And the reason why we're cool with it, and like to prove that we're cool with it, we keep reproducing, having more kids. It's like, instead of someone saying enough is enough, I'm not going to keep bringing more people into this world so we could just keep making them rich and we're being a bunch of jackasses. I'm going to actually stop it from happening. But that's the thing. We don't think that way. We think it's normal, and we just accept that, nope, that's life. Life's the way it is. There's nothing you can do about it. Gotta just accept it. So, all right. Yo, Jenny, come on, man. I want a baby. I hope it's a boy. Oh, come on. You want a girl? I want a boy. Let's have two. Maybe one could be a boy and one could be a girl. You get the idea. And this is all we keep fucking doing. And this is why life's just the same boring, stupid, pathetic routine. Like the same bullshit over and over and over. And what's messed up of all is you can't choose whether to be born in a wealthy family or born in a poor family. It just happens either or. But that's where it goes, as if you're financially struggling, why have a kid? Why have a kid in general? But why definitely have a kid? Like, why even definitely go through with having a kid when you're financially unstable? You're just going to put that kid to more torment. And then plus, if he or she develops health problems on top of that, there you go, more stress, and that person's got to suffer. It's like we don't ask for this. The parents just friggin' don't use their noggins. They just, gonna have a kid. They don't think about the whole picture, or some just don't even give a fuck. They're just that selfish. Some have kids and then they just neglect the kids. You got some parents that are just piece of shits. Now, I'm not saying every parent's a piece of shit, but there are parents that do shit like that. And then that poor son or daughter's lost in the world, and then that's when they even might get bullied, saying, "Hey, your father disowned you, or you don't have parents. You're what do you call it? What do you call that fucking word, yo? Give me a second. I think the word I was trying to look for was orphan. Now, I know that means if the parents are dead, if I'm not mistaken, but, what I'm basically trying to say is, like, where the parents neglect you or whatever, then people make fun of you. You don't have a mother, you don't have a father, or shit like that. So you just put more stress on the kid because of your selfishness. And sometimes, main reason why parents have kids too, so they're more stuck with each other. So, like, for example, let's say the man found gold with this girl. She's rich or whatever the hell. He wants to try to get with her and have kids, so they're more tied down, so they can't get a divorce that easily, because now you got to raise kids. So it's not like an easy process like it would be if you didn't have kids. So that's why kids are a lot of time just bait for that reason. And that's actually something I never mentioned, at least not that I could remember in any of my videos, that I actually wanted to mention now. There's just a whole bunch of reasons to it all. It's just a bunch of reasons. Now the father has a kid, and yeah, he found the gold. And I actually know someone like that. That's actually basically what I'm saying. I actually know someone like that in person. Crazy. But yeah, it's just going back to now, sleeping is a tease. The light went to sleep, but I'm gonna tease it by waving my hand to wake it back up. See, went to sleep just to come back on. Me, I like to sleep. Now, I'm not saying I'm a depressed person, but if I were to go to sleep tonight and that'll be my last, I wouldn't say I'll miss anything here in this world, other than making YouTube videos and missing you guys watching the videos, because I would miss comforting you people. But at the same time, if I didn't exist, what would I really miss? I'm no longer in existence. If, let's just say, it's lights out, I don't know what to miss, but you get my drift there. I won't miss paying bills. I won't miss being forced to work this or whatever the hell. See, that's why sleep is a tease, because when you sleep, you're temporarily forgetting your problems, because you're like sort of in a non-existent state, it feels like, unless you're having a dream or a nightmare or something. But the nightmare mainly is coming back into this. But as soon as you wake up, whatever problems that you have, it just all hits you right back. It all just comes, oh shit, I owe this, oh shit, I owe that, oh shit, I'm struggling this, oh shit, just whatever. Imagine being homeless, like that's a huge tease too. Like, think of a poor homeless person going to sleep and then just waking back up knowing they're lying down on the side of a road somewhere, or by a garbage dumpster or something. Who knows if they go to sleep and maybe have good dreams that they have a place to stay, maybe a car or whatever, and then excuse me, and then all of a sudden when they actually awake, wake back up, they're back in that plot again, like, still in this situation. Like, I could just picture that. It's sad. It's sad. That's why sleep is a huge effing tease. Because the dreams even make it more of a tease. And even just, if you're just sleeping, no dream at all, it's a tease, because when you're sleeping, nothing really matters at that moment. You forget everything. It's like your mind's temporarily off. It's like you're temporarily in a non-existent state, even though obviously you exist, but you're just unaware. You're unconscious. And then now you wake back up and then you're like, oh man, I'm still homeless. I'm still whatever scenario that I'm going through hell with. I'm still in that predicament, yeah. And that's why I look at that as a huge tease, tormenting tease. I'm still in debt, let's say. Oh, I still owe loans or whatever, student loans. I'm in debt, college or whatever. It's a tease because you're temporarily erasing all of this just for it to all recover when you wake back up. It's like, for example, like you delete a photo and it goes to recent deleted and then you could recover that. But it's sort of like the same thing when you're sleeping, you're sort of forgetting. Well, you're currently erasing yourself temporarily, and then all of a sudden you wake back up, you just recovered everything. All your torment just recovered right back. It's like another perfect example. The building, if I mentioned a while back, building caught on fire. Still to this day, as I'm speaking, it's pitch black. I don't know what the hell the deal is going to be, if they're going to tear it down, repair it, or just leave it the way it is, which I wouldn't be surprised. But crazy. It happened like around 1:30 in the morning. I had no clue. There were over 100 firefighters here. If not, yeah, about 190 something. I don't even know. 5-alarm fire. And I had no idea what the hell was going on. It was like I didn't exist. I was sleeping through it all. Little did I know, if I would have looked out my window, I would have seen flames shooting up. But I was out cold, literally having no clue of anything. So that's like a perfect example that you're temporarily erasing yourself from the world, but then you eventually recover back when you awaken. And then that's the tease of it all, because now all your problems are back. You have cancer, now like, yep, still got cancer, sad. And, well, I still got this problem, diabetes, or I still got that problem, anxiety. That's me. Or just whatever scenario it is, it's just you wake right back into it, and then you're like, mother effer, man. It's just a tease. I escape it just to come right back. To truly escape it once and for all seems to be if you just die, because then you never have to wake back up into this. But sleeping is just all temporarily. You come right back into the hell. You come right back into the misery. If you're sad or depressed about something's not going your way, when you wake back up, just knowing that hits you right back. And it sucks. It really sucks. Now, me personally, I'm not saying I'm a depressed dude or anything like that. I mean, when I had that anxiety really, really, really bad, yeah, I was depressed because I was feeling sick every day. Like, there's still some days I get flare-ups, but I guess what you could say is right now I'm depressed of how life is. Doesn't mean I'm depressed alone. Like, if these things were to change for the better, just maybe I would feel a little bit better in ways. Like, you people truly help me in a lot of ways. I truly feel like why my anxiety is a bit better, and I'm not saying it's gone 100%, but why I feel it's a bit better because truly you people watching my videos and not feeling alone, like with the thoughts that go through my head, what I say, people agree and actually understand, instead of everyone just putting me down or putting us type of people down that we're crazy, we need help, we need therapy, whatever, all the bullshit that we truly know we don't need. It's just we see it with our own eyes, and it's crazy to know, like, that am I really the only person that has these views? Like, why doesn't anyone else relate or understand the way I do? What is so, like I see what's wrong with everything, and people just in denial, and it makes you sometimes think, am I really crazy? But you deeply know you're not, because really we're not. And it's just crazy. I mean, it sucks feeling alone. When you're alone in things, it hurts. It makes it worse. When people relate, when you could tell someone your problems and someone's there truly to understand you and actually relate and have the same feelings as you or something similar, that's like therapeutic right there, and that eases the what you're going through a tad bit. Now, I'm not saying it's gonna make it go away completely, but it helps. And then truly that's the reason why I feel like I am better than I used to be a couple of years back before making all these videos. And I hope in return, I'm helping a lot of people out watching these videos as well, because that definitely makes me happy as well. That really does, as best as possible. Unfortunately, it's not going to solve the problems of life or anything, but it's just gives a little bit of blissfulness, if that makes any sense. Blissfulness, knowing that we have people that we could actually talk to and relate to. It sucks that we don't know certain people like this in person, because everyone we know in person doesn't have this mindset, just this stupid, I guess you could say, or just in denial. All the people that actually relate and understand exactly what we're feeling with is all on the internet. And then it's like some of these people you really wish you could like meet or hang out with, it's like you really wish you could like give these type of people a hug, but unfortunately you can't. I mean, I guess you could give them a hug by hearting their comment, but you know what I mean? Like physically a hug, like, get what I'm saying? Give me a hug, everybody. But yeah, it just gives a warm feeling in the heart, knowing that there's people out there that do have this mindset and actually do understand what I'm saying and don't think I'm crazy, because truthfully, we're not crazy. I'm not crazy. Life itself is crazy. And for people to not see life as crazy, that means they're crazy along with life. Again, I'm not a negative person. I'm just describing what's negative of life. Just like the news, they don't make up the news, they just give what the news is about. It's not like the news says, hey, let's start a mass shooting so we could talk about it. No, it just happens, and then the news mentions what's going on. So that's like the same thing with me. I'm just mentioning how negative and shitty life is. Sadly. Do I want it this way? Of course not. I wish there was a way I could make it positive. Why would I want a negative world? That's why I'm ranting about it, because life's full of negatives. And we're not doing anything about it. I mean, could we do anything about it at this point? I don't know. We're just so far gone that I feel like the damage is just beyond repairable, if that makes any sense. Because it's just so bad. It's just complete rock bottom to the point where there's just no saving it at this point. We effed up so bad that there's just no solution anymore. There's just we're screwed. There. Let's just put it to that. We're screwed. Humanity is screwed. And they get even more screwed each day that passes. Literally every tick-tock on a clock, tick-tock on a clock, tick-tock, tick-tock. Literally gets more and more corrupted, screwed. More chaos goes on. But before ending this video, I want to mention a couple things that I do that truly make me happy doing, I guess you could say. A lot of people say they like playing video games. Now me, however, I do play a little bit. I play Minecraft time to time. I like to build, whatever comes to mind, like build a few bridges, shit like that. I just like being creative with things. I build the building that burned down, which I actually showed. I actually started building the other building, which I'll actually probably show in this clip before it ends. But, it's just, what's the point of doing all this? Really nothing, but it's just these are things that make me happy, being creative in that way. I guess you could say it's like a hobby or whatever. I don't know. But, there's really no meaning really to anything. But at the same time, we got to give ourselves a meaning. Even though there is no meaning. I mean, I know I'm sounding confusing here, but what the real meaning really should be, whether it's meaningful or not, is us being happy, doing something that we actually truly enjoy. And for example, that I truly enjoy doing. I do like to make things, and then when it starts to look pretty spot on to the real, like for example, the real building, it makes me feel good knowing like, wow, I can't believe I did that. It's like it's a good feeling knowing that you were able to do something like that. Like for example, I wasn't thinking of it coming out so well like that. Now, of course, it's probably not 100%. There's always a little bit of, differences of the real exact one and then the recreation of what I did or whoever does. But just the point that you can still tell it apart. Like, hey, that's that place. Hey, that's that place, or whatever. It gives a good feeling, But, that's just what makes me happy. But everyone has their own happy thing to do. But unfortunately, not everyone gets the chance to do that happy thing because we're doing things that make us unhappy because we have no choice. We got to make money. And we have to, well, can't say I like it, but whether you like it or don't like it, you got to effing do it. You get what I mean? Like, it's crazy. That's just waking up to this every day knowing that you don't have options. I mean, it sucks. But anyway, now I think I'm gonna call it a day there, guys. But yeah, before ending the video, I'm gonna show you the real building, and in that building, I'm sure there's some things that are a little different. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. All right, love you all, guys, and take it easy. Peace out.